Hello, it's Kitti with Declutter the Brain coming to you live on Tuesday, June 21st from foggy but picturesque when you can see it, Atlanta, Canada. And we are actually day 570 of our Facebook Lives, which I started back in April 2nd of 2020 in an outreach effort, because we were just starting COVID and people were, to say the least, perplexed. And a few months into it, I saw no reason to stop. I was enjoying it. I was enjoying delivering content to you. And please accept my very, very heartfelt thanks for tuning in. Most appreciated. We've been on quite a journey together, and I appreciate each and every one of you who sends me messages and suggests content. We've been getting some real doozies lately, and we'll be bringing that to you along with some loved content from last year as well. Just everything to spice it up a little bit for you. All right, so who am I? I am Kitti Anders with declutterthebrain.com. Proud to be your thought organizer. And what do? I work with coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs to help them to organize their space and streamline their thoughts so they can focus on attracting and serving premium clients. Now, I do have over 20 years experience in helping people to gain control of their surroundings, and through that, I have developed my step-by-step one system, which is applicable not only to decluttering your physical space, but to the other four pillars of your life. That being your heart, your habits, your health, and your head. Declutter the brain. Get it? Right. Okay, so just a quick question for you. How would it help you to take immediate action on your clutter? Do you think you'd be more productive because you're so much better focused? Would you be a little more relaxed? Yeah, and finally, is it time for you to take action? Is it time for you to get control? Yes? All right, you just hold that thought, and we will give you your next steps to take in about 10 minutes from now. Hold that thought. All right, so this week we are talking about the difference between collectors, clutterers, and hoarders. Now, yesterday I was talking about, I'll go over it briefly, my experience in a hoarder's, in quote, hoarder's house. Now, what you have to realize is that people tend to, they would, when I tell them that I help them to declutter their space and then declutter their brain, they go, "Ooh, like those hoarder shows on TV." And I kind of waxed on a little bit yesterday about that those shows are they're tuned in for entertainment, and I disagree with that kind of stuff. I'm not a fan of reality TV anyway, but be that as it may, the actual HD, hoarding disorder, is not something. Hello, Michael. Just like the sun rising every day, I'll tell you what, it is good to have someone that you can count on, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah. Thank you, Michael. We'll see your smiling face today, later, Michael. Yes, 3:30. Okay. Yeah, hoarding shows. It's not to be taken lightly, ladies and gentlemen, and I do have personal experience with this. I got a call just roundabout when I was starting my virtual decluttering career, and it was a gentleman who just said to me, "Kitti, can you come over and have a look at my place? Maybe you can help. My wife's collecting things has just turned into my place is unlivable. Can you help?" So I did go over there, and yeah, there are some things where I hate to say it, but a mental professional has to be called in. Okay. Um, I think that the litmus test, and I posted this morning in my long post about, okay, quickly what happened at the house was I looked, there were milk cartons on the kitchen counter that he was not allowed to throw away. The kitchen counter there wasn't a square inch of space. All right, I don't know how they cooked their meals. I don't know how they did that, but she wouldn't let him throw anything out. So long story short, I knew that I wasn't the right person for the job, so I helped him make some space so he could walk through the hallways, he and his daughter, and moved some things around so that there was a little bit of space, a little bit of breathing room. But I knew that that was about all I could do. I believe that it is the litmus test of where you stand, whether it's collecting, cluttering, or hoarding, is the state of mind of the person in question and the eye of the beholder. All right, because you can look at my place, and I have 5 newspapers there sitting on the stool there, and you could say that that's cluttered. I'm not crazy about it, but it's not going to drive me over the edge. However, the person who has the clutter may look at it as either a collection or a list of things to do, or it just may not bother them. So to me, the litmus test is how they feel about it. And if they're totally fine with it, we're going to get into this more on Thursday. But if they're totally fine with it, there will be very little that you can do. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. All right, so let's dive into the differences between them, shall we? Yeah? Okay. All right. I will say it's a really, really fine line, because I have had, as I said again this morning in the post, I have had clients who, in my opinion, were borderline hoarders, but they were my clients. They reached out. They wanted help, and I think that is, as I say, the litmus test. Okay, so let's talk about, hello, thank you for joining. Let's talk about The Collector. There actually was a book written, can't remember the name of the author. Anyway, collecting is usually it does revolve around a specific theme. Maybe that's stamps or coins or yarn, games, anything like that. This morning's picture posted showed radios on a shelf, antique radios. My father had an antique camera collection. That is sweet. And yesterday's picture was some random old TVs that weren't working, along with some clutter in someone's living room. That's very sad. All right, so we don't want to be laughing and making fun. But today's picture was some nice organized antique radios. That's the kind of thing we're talking. Maybe figurines, maybe Royal Dalton. It is generally, and this, by the way, is according to the, American Psychiatry Association. I have it down further a little bit. Anyway, all this data is well researched. It is generally well organized, often valuable groupings. I'm going to quote here. It is displayed to be appreciated. Items are often acquired through planned searches. In other words, they'll go on Craigslist or through antique stores, stuff like that. They will make special trips. Usually the items do not take over the living spaces. Actually, I remember, again, about 4 years ago, a fella had an entire room devoted to rock band memorabilia, specifically Kiss. What do you think of that, Michael? Yeah, an entire room He went to every single Kiss concert and picked up every T-shirt, every souvenir that he could. Yeah, that was actually a really cool room. Now, it usually doesn't take over living spaces, usually does not cause financial distress or impairment in work or your social life. It's organized and systematic, even though, and we'll end here, even though some collectors may have, as it says here, may have a similar amount of possessions as someone with HD, that being hoarding disorder. Interesting, huh? Yeah, a collector may have a similar amount, but it's the way it's been acquired, the way it is displayed, the way it is thought of. Don't forget, it's all between the ears, right? I just want to check something out here. No, I won't be able to. Sorry, I'm trying to help you out here with a little bit more information, but not today. Um, so that's today. We're talking about the collector, neatly organized. Basically, yeah. Think of the word organized, and you've got it. What happened to my light? All right. Okay. If you like this video, why not hit that share button? Because I tell you what, the world is one big community, and you don't know who is out there who may, thank you for joining, who may be distraught with their own with someone else's hoarding. I had a couple of people reach out to me yesterday that wanted to talk about their son, or another friend and another family member and a neighbor. Everybody seems to have a story about this. Hit that share button. You don't know whose life you're going to impact. Second, if you're curious to see other videos that I made on, good heavens, how many topics, just go to YouTube, type in Declutter the Brain, and we are all there, cataloged, organized, and ready for your perusing pleasure, as it were. Okie dokie. So I promised you some steps earlier. How much more would you accomplish if you weren't distracted by your clutter? Who joins us here? There's Pam. Hello, Pam. We're going to see your smiling face in about 45 minutes. Pam is my co-host on our Declutter the Brain Facebook group. What are they, Pam? Workshops. Yes, that's what they are. I wonder. No, that won't work. Okay. Oh, yeah, I hit the wrong button here. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay, that's better. I was trying to shed some light on the situation. Sorry about that. Finally, are you an action taker who is committed to clearing your space and organizing your thoughts so that you can create an amazing life for yourself? Yes? Okay, I got 3 steps for you. What is the first step? It is get off that hamster wheel and join Declutter the Brain Facebook group. The link is down below. Just click it. We have Weekend Warrior Challenges, Declutter workshops on Friday. Lots of interaction in the group. Come and join us, won't you? You won't be sorry, and you can always leave if you don't like it, but I can't imagine why you would. All right, step number 2, scroll down a little bit further and download your 7 easy steps to conquer your physical and mental clutter. And while you're there, or you can scroll down a little bit further, hit that book a call button, and I will listen to hear what your clutter is actually costing you in your health, your finances, your relationships, and give you a right now plan for a jumpstart result. And then we can talk if we're fit to work together. Don't forget, now that you have decided to eliminate your chaos and organize your mindset, click that link below. Don't wait. Till tomorrow, we talk about the Clutterer. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.